to all the classic car enthusiasts. Thanks for joining us again, and I appreciate all the comments and the thumbs up that you guys give us. It really helps motivate, especially on days when you really don't feel like it. When you get to 65, 66 like I'm coming on for, it can be difficult. So just wanted to say this because it's not very often you give a chuck up to people, or not people, but companies, especially with parts, spare parts, Jaguar parts, Minispares, whatever it might be. But I got a box this afternoon from Minispares around 2 o'clock. You can see this is the box in front of me. Because I need the racing brake pads. These are Mintex race pads, and it says quite clearly on the box, this material must not be used on public highway because they need a lot of heat in them to make them work properly. So be careful. These are special racing pads and designed to get hot. I also ordered a brake light switch, hydraulic brake light switch, which the one we have is fusing the lights, the back stop lights, because there's a short in it. So we'll fit that one in and bleed the brakes at the same time, because obviously this is internally in the car. Normally it would be on the subframe, but we've put it internally to stop any wiring going outside, apart from the indicators. And I've got some black wipers for the track car as well. I did ask for express post, but I only called them, today is Thursday, so I got it today around 2 o'clock, and I only called them at 11 o'clock on Wednesday, and they were here at 2 o'clock today. I mean, that's quite amazing. And normally I just get them normal standard shipped out, which is normally about, I don't know, 15, 16 quid. And they've charged £23.33 for express. And I just did it express because on Sunday I want to take the track car back out and test it with these new brakes, or the new brake pads I should say. So on Saturday we'll change everything over, bleed the brakes and get it up on the trailer, and then take it for a test, a third test at this friend of mine's place before we go onto a circuit. And I'm in the process of trying to find a club in Graz that we can join, because they tend to be able to book tracks around Austria and Slovenia, everywhere. So, and they seem to be able to get block bookings, and it's very difficult to get in as an individual. So it's a bit of a chuck up for Minispares. I have to admit, I like the way they pack stuff, and normally they send stuff out pretty good. There has been some problems with the COVID thing, but I've never seen it come that quick. 2 days I think is the fastest, but to get it within 26 hours is just incredible. There you go. So a chuck up to Minispares. So as I showed in the last video, this one's finished and the other door is finished as well. So that's the driver's and the passenger door. I've built them in exactly the same way, and as you see they'll come out, but there's that, you just have to play with it that little bit to get it out, and the same thing to get it in. You just need to get it at the right kind of angle and then go in, which is good news. The problem is going to be now is that inside this door now is the window carrier, and the window carrier comes down at an angle, and I've got a feeling that this window carrier inside has to be put in afterwards. I would have thought something like that's bolted in could be taken out without cutting any of the welding, and I just need to make sure that that's possible to do that. Otherwise it might mean putting it in first and then offering this up, whether that's possible or not. So if anybody's got any experience with these XK150 doors, please let us know. And I'm even thinking about putting the winding mechanism on the regulator for the window in situ before we even weld it in. That might even be another, I'm not quite sure. I'm going to put it all together and try it. We'll dry fit everything, which is so important when you're building car from a ground up restoration, is just dry fit everything before, even though it means taking it apart many times, it's the best way to go. I'll show the other door now. So this is the other door. I've built it in exactly the same way, exactly the same shape. In this particular case, I had to cut a mil off one edge just to get it to fit correctly. That could be just an anomaly in the door. So again, same situation. We have to bring it in, push it back. You can see there. It's just a certain place where it folds. And it'll go in. You can see there, it's just catching, but it goes in and does the job. There we are. Obviously the next big thing is that this profile and this profile has to be perfect, because that's where the rubber's going to go for the window regulator, or for the window slide. There we go. So they are quite a fiddle, I have to say. And there is obviously no door on, there's no bottom on this door, because it's all got to be lead loaded. This is a completely brand new piece, which I showed in the last video where I was talking about the Tetley tea bag. So this door here is the one that's got the brand new piece in it. And you may or may not, in fact I'll pick the camera up, I'll turn it off and I'll show you. You can see the line. I'll try and zoom in maybe. Go in a bit quicker. So you can see the line all the way along. This is the new piece that I built all the way along. And that goes right the way from one end to the other. And if I turn the door over, I'll turn it over this way, you can see there is the bottom of the door. There is, obviously it's all been tacked all the way along, which will be more tacks, and then that will be lead loaded. You can see at that end the lead loading has already started. It's not quite the perfect shape yet, but you can see the difference between that and there. In fact, if I do the battery shot bit, you can see how that is, and then you can see where the opening is. So that will all be welded and lead loaded. So I'll do a little bit at a time to stop any warpage in here in the centre of the door. So there we are. But a lot of work to do. And same situation on that door over there. There's a piece that needs to be lead loaded as well, a corner that needs to be lead loaded. So I'll show all that on camera, and we'll go on from there. Hope you're enjoying the videos. And on that note, I'll say cheerio, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby. Take care.